All right, we're in the Albatross-A-Ball 9-hole cup. We're in the weekend round. We're in the final round. I got Dunner on the line. Are you ready? Are you ready to kick my
Born
ass
ready.
today? Because I've been peaking in the opening rounds or the beginning rounds, and then like freaking folding like a cheap chair in the weekend rounds. So yesterday I got the best of you. You had to buy the beer yesterday, and today I'm assuming I'm gonna have to buy the beer. So
Fucking kicked my ass yesterday.
I got super lucky in odd yesterday. I
What did you shoot?
I shot a 23. I picked up 5
44
Albies.
all together?
Yeah, it was a
I
yep.
think
I
I
shot a
had
21 and a 23
40 or
yesterday.
something like that.
I was on fire. On
Must have been the
fire.
glasses. You got the same glasses on?
No, I just was opening it up and I'm putting my glass on. That's the deal. Is I hit a lot of perfects yesterday, and when you hit perfect and you set the shots up, shit goes in. When you don't hit perfect,
I've never seen you hit so many perfects.
I know. It almost felt like I was. It almost felt like back in the old days, a couple years ago, when I couldn't hit anything but perfect. I'd have to try not to hit perfect. All right, here we go. What are we on? We're on hole number 1. Let me pull that up. Hole number 1. All right.
Short iron rough bump. Same as yesterday.
Yeah, I got to make sure I bring a Hornet because
The wind's left to right and it's a bit of a headwind, but it shouldn't matter.
Well, Kings of Golf 3 got demoted to Expert 3. We lost a bag. Look at that.
It's still a clan?
Yeah.
We told everyone to move over the first 2 clans.
Oh, well. I should probably move over then. Should probably drop out and then do the little deal.
Just go to the main clan. Screw it. I mean, not even everyone in the main
Now
clan.
I'm going to have to set up I got to make sure I got my bag set up. Lost a bag. What's the deal? I think everything there looks good. Everything there looks good. Everything there looks good. Usual suspects. Pretty much just changing drivers. Okay, this first hole I'm bringing a Kingmaker. Okay, we're hooked up on the South Africa server, so they're like, no. We're on the India server because they were like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's right.
India, yeah, okay.
India.
Yes, sir.
And we were having more luck.
There
Having more luck when I got first. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Going into the final round. Hopefully I can have a good final. The deal is that when we get in the beginning rounds and the middle round, I'm usually just dinking around. I'm not really trying. Then we get in the weekend round, and it's like you try a little bit harder because you're in the weekend round, and maybe I should treat this as a qualifying round, as a practice round, and just not even care. Just go out there and shoot it. Here we go. Oh, I got hooked up with somebody.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I wasn't even paying attention. Wasn't even paying attention. To 8. That's about a ring and a half. Maybe just a titch more. Right back to the red line. Max curl, no overpower. Hitting it perfect. El Perfecto. Where was I at? I didn't write down any yardages. I'm a little shy of where I'd like to be. I want to be in that divot right there.
You got to be at least 360.
I was talking and I didn't even look at it. Was it 375 or something like that? 370 something? Maybe. I'm in the spot where I'm normally at. There's a spot just a little bit further. There's a hollow right there in the course, like a divot. And I'm doing a minus 5%, starting off on the left-hand edge of the cup. My opponent's back a little farther. All right, 0.95 times the wind. Where the hell am I at in my club? There's max. There's min. So I'm at mid club. I'm going to play it at 1.3. So it's 3.7 equals divided by 1.3. It's 2.7 rings.
It's about 350 million.
$2.7 rings. There's 1, 2, 7. Oh, anticipation. Woo! In the hole. I hit a. What the hell is the deal on this hole? The deal is that I have no confidence in the mid number that I'm using on my Hornet. So the app says that if you're at mid club, that's what it's supposed to be, but I don't have any confidence in that because I never used my short iron. I don't really use the same numbers, but I was trying the app numbers out to see so that I had a base place to start. In the hole. Albie. On a grate to the left. Look at that.
I'm pretty much max.
Let's see if my opponent can get in. They hit it also great to the left. Get in the hole. Get in. I think they're. Oh, they didn't have enough speed. They actually were off to the left.
3-2.
In the hole.
2.
I will take it. Starting it off with an Albie.
No, I hit great.
I hit great too and it went in, so have faith.
No, I hit great right. Perfect was in. Guaranteed. I already made this one earlier today.
Hole number 2.
Although
Wiseacre Ranch.
It was,
You made it earlier today in one of your other accounts?
yeah. But it was a tough one because I had to use runner. So it ran all right. And I wouldn't say it broke the flag stick, but there was definitely a crack in it. But it went straight out the pin. Boom, hit it. Rattled in.
Well, I know yesterday on this hole in my 77 account I used the Power 5 ball, and I was one of the new Albatross-A-Ball ones with the extra topspin, and I was like right there. It was actually to the point where I knocked myself. I didn't have the rough bump, but I think I might have been in like mid short iron. I was way the hell up there. But I don't have any Power 5 balls here, so I'm going to use it. The wind's going with us.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just
short
use
iron here.
Well, if you can get all the way
Titan
up.
ball with overpower. Oh yeah, with extra mile with the top spin on it for sure.
All right. Let's set it up. Either bag number 1 or bag number 4.
Just gotta aim like right over top of the bunker, because the wind will push you. You can get way the hell up there.
I actually think I'm going to bring that ball. I've got 2 of those season 30 balls. They're 3 power, 2 top spin boost, 3 wind.
Yeah, I'm going to use the wind. Just keep it tight.
Yeah, but that topspin boost might help me get me farther up there. I kind of liked where I was at yesterday with the Power 5 ball. I mean, I was
I
like
don't think you're gonna need it, honestly.
way up there. All right, all right, all right. I'll take a Titan. Now let's get matched up this time. Quit dinking around.
Yeah, I might have to go a bit quicker because I got dots really quick last time.
I started talking right when we got in there, and I didn't even pay attention to it. Like, what the hell was I thinking? All right, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. No dots. No dots. Still no dots. I got dot.
Oh, yeah, I super quick there.
I got dot. I got dot.
Maybe I'll go first this time. Or
maybe we should go at the same time.
I need to wait longer. That's what it was.
Okay.
Because I got matched up super quick.
Well, that's no good. What did we get yesterday on that last round we played? We got matched up 8 out of 9 times. Almost had a perfect set.
The first 8 holes.
First 8 holes.
This guy's doing it with a clear better. And the thing is like you can hit great either way, and you're still okay. Just gotta overpower it. Smash it down there.
Oh, I hit it. I can't believe I didn't slice that. I'm gonna end up in the rough right here. Way in the rough. The deal is, I don't know that I'm not sure I'm out there far enough to be able to do a rough bump with my Nirvana, so I may have to, no, I think I got it. Are you doing anything on the adjustment to this?
I think just plus 10.
I did a plus 10 on the first round, and then I did a plus 15, and it seemed like it was somewhere in between. So I was going to do a plus 13.
I got down there pretty good.
So
I don't know if I'm short iron though. Too far to the left.
I'm definitely not in short iron. There's max, there's mid. Okay, I'm in the 3/4 range, so it's 2 per ring.
If you get far enough left, you can do like a minimum long iron rough bump beside the sand.
I'm taking.
Don't worry about pulling into it.
Well, the deal is I'm trying to do a rough bump with my Nirvana, so that's not good at all. 4.18, so it's just a titch over 2 rings.
Nice.
Hitting it perfect. Come on, hit the rough. Oh, I hit the sand. I overpulled it. The rings were a little distorted there, and I just took.
Once you pull, you have to like push back up a half a ring or something.
Yeah, I should have pulled from the other side where the rings weren't. That was my fault. And then I'm stuck in the rough right there. So I got to hit another shot perfect. Otherwise, I dropped the Albi I got on hole number 1, which would be bad. I could have just, if you were really being serious, you'd play the backspin there and just get up there and recover and not take the risk of dropping a shot. But I feel pretty comfortable with my Nirvana. I should have pulled from the other side. That was operator error. That was a rookie mistake. Ooh, they hit the
Again, I should be fucking -6 right now. But he just hit perfect. Christ's sakes. That was perfect. Perfect. Maximum long iron. I'm short iron. Oh. Okay. Need to focus. Daniel son.
Hitting it perfect. Woo! In in the hole, recovered. Jeez. That would have been bad. Albie birdie. Albie birdie. What kind of shitty deal is that?
Fuck. That's about as good a chance as you can get, and I blew it completely.
That was a horrible drive shot. I can't believe how far off I was on that drive.
Now this one is just like, it's doable, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, this is
try for the fucking albatross in this hole.
Wiseacre Ranch, hole number 9, right? Hole number 9. Hole number 9. All right, and this is another one of those ones I was way up there, but which way's the wind blowing?
It's not favorable again, I think. On your second shot, it's straight headwind, I'm pretty sure. Well, depending on which way you go.
No, it's... Yeah, if you're going... Because you're taking the shot... Dunner's taking the shot over... To the right, hitting out in here.
Well, actually, I don't know.
And yesterday... Yesterday when you took that shot, dude... You set up on the backside of the sand and then bounced over and tried to run the ball up, but you had enough distance with the 3-power ball to start off on the other side of the sand. And you were way the hell short. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I adjusted that today.
And I'm going to the left. I'm trying to get as far down here as I possibly can.
I might try and take a look at the left side. I've got 14 practices.
I'm gonna bring. I think this is.
One here.
I think this is. You're gonna practice this hole?
Maybe I'll do just a drive shot.
I think this is where I'm gonna bring one of those season 30s. I want that extra topspin boost. And I'm gonna bring my number 1 bag. Everything there looks good. Let's open up a chest. Now, get some practice tokens, I guess. Now, so what do you think it'll take to win here? It's going to take 21 or better.
Yeah. Yeah, I got tied for third with 21 because I shot 18 in the qualifier without any albatross. So that was a tiebreaker. Is the one guy, I'm in a 4-way tie for third. And the one guy had 1 albatross in the qualifier. And that was a tiebreaker. And the guy in first had 24. So, 24, yeah.
No, that's 6 albies. That's 6 out of 9 holes. That's 67%. I mean, come on, that's awesome. Awesome. I felt pretty good about picking up 5.
Fuck yeah.
I think if I can pick up 3 today, I got a shot at a win with the tiebreakers that I got. And there's definitely 3 to be had. There's one of the holes here, the Santa Ventura hole number 4, that I haven't picked up at all this week. I think I've been in the rough. I don't know that I have taken the shot into the green without. I did make it once, I think. I think I made it in this account, but I made it from the rough. I don't think I've actually taken the shot from the fairway all week. Yeah, I did pick it up yesterday, but I did it with a rough iron. And I did it with a rough iron on a grate.
Your specialty.
Can't be good, be lucky. I think that's our clan motto, right? We have 2 clan mottos. If it can't be good, be lucky, and the force is with me. I am one with the force.
Man, I've run into so many people that just like eyeball the adjustments these days, like these tournaments. Probably at least 65-70% of the people just eyeball it.
Yeah, I don't know how you can do it that way. I know when I first started playing, what happened was I I quit playing the other game I was playing. I gave away all my accounts. I could have sold them, but I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. I don't want any hassles. I don't want anything. I just literally I just fucking quit playing. I went out and I killed all my troops. I went and I had like 1 million troops, and I went and killed them all off. And went on a rampage until somebody smoked me. And I loaded up like 9 golf games, and we went on vacation a couple days later. And while I was on vacation, I was playing, and I picked Golf Clash as the one that I liked. And when I got home, I immediately started trying to find like how the hell do you adjust the wind, because that eyeballing it was not working for me. And found Tommy. And at that time, there was only 3 people that were shooting videos. It was Tommy, Tommy's buddy Nicholas, and what the hell's the other guy's name? The guy that started Golf Clash Notebook. What's his name? I can't remember. And he was actually doing. He was the only one. Huh?
Zachary Jones.
Yeah, Zachary Jones. Sorry about that, Zachary. And so he was the only one that was actually using the wind ring method. And so I watched a lot of Zachary Jones videos, and so I started off right at the very beginning doing the wind ring stuff. And there was a learning curve, you know, when you first start trying to figure it out and writing down all the numbers. Because back then there was no apps, there was no websites, there was no nothing. So there was just like the basic stuff. So you'd look at the accuracy of the club. If it was 50 accurate, it was 2 rings. If it was 55, it was 1.9. And just keeping track. And we didn't have, at that point, we really weren't worried or even thought about mid club or minimum club or none of that. It was just, you know, it developed over time where we started, and I think almost like the game itself, I'm not sure how much like minimum club or mid club played a factor at the beginning. I think Playdemic kind of developed that stuff as they went along. It didn't seem like it was that big of an issue. Secondary.
No, I used to just like use one number all the time. It didn't really matter. And that was like my first anniversary tournament was the 3rd one, so I was well in 2 years in to the game when it started, before I started playing.
Well, my buddy Scooby he was still playing the other game, and I started shooting videos in 2017 towards the end of the year. And I shot videos, I was posting them so anybody could look at them, but I was posting them just for Scooby so Scooby could figure out how to do that. And he tried it for a while and then was like, I'll just eyeball it. He liked to eyeball. His philosophy was, if I eyeball it and I hit it great, it could still go in. But if I do the numbers like it's supposed to do and I hit it great, it's, you know, there's a good chance it's not going to go in. So he's like, I feel like I have just as good a chance. So he never, even though I was shooting videos specifically to help Scooby out, he didn't really ever use the stuff. That and at the time,
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning. No dots. Still no dots. Still no dots. Still no dots. I got dots. I'm in the pool. I'm in the pool. Come on. We need another dunner. Come on. Let's get another dunner going.
Here we go. Come on.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
No, now I got you deep.
Oh,
I
man.
even went out and went back in.
I'm still spinning.
That's fucked.
I think after this, I'm going to start the game back up again. Make sure it's fully in the loop. I got Smurf. Hey, what am I doing on this hole? I'm doing a minus. Is this hole number 3? I'm doing -5. And I'm going to switch to season.
Okay, perfect.
2-3. It's a little over a ring.
Way down there.
Gets me just a titch into power. Max curl and a little bit of overpower. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if we can get some run.
Give me the runs.
Come on. Come on. All right, I'm doing -5 to the cup. I have no idea if that's right, but that's what I'm doing. I'm at 409. I was at 403 yesterday.
I'm still going under the tree. That's fun.
Yeah, you're going to the left and doing that. I actually...
To the right, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to the right. My opponent should get some pretty good run. Nice. Nice. They're at 401. Pretty close. Let's do the wind first. 2.6 equals. Where am I at in my cloud? There's max. I'm at max grizzly. 1 per ring. .5 rings. There's 2.5.
Well, baby, come on. One time now. Oh, I totally missed. That's not good. Oh,
Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh, I didn't quite pull it enough. I probably could have did just this flat out, just a straight up 0 there. And I didn't, and I ran the tail through the cup because we're going against headwind. And I when it comes into this hole, it's running out a little fast. I should have left it just right at the front of the cup.
I still got a wedge. I left myself in a really good spot, and then I don't know what happened on the second shot there.
I had a look at it, but no dice. I think my opponent's got a good look at it too. I like their speed better, but they were off. They overpulled for sure. Faux show. Hitting it perfect in the hole. Eagle. That is not the Albie we were looking for. Dang it. Eagle. All right. It's a draw.
I had to do a wedge to the tree branches. That was fucking interesting. Okay.
Did you get your eagle?
Here's a guarantee. Yeah.
Well, this is not guaranteed.
No.
This hole right here, I have...
Number four has to go in.
I've only hit it out. I've only hit it into the... I've only been a shot... I haven't hit a shot yet where I haven't been in the rough. And I think I'm going to use the same exact ball I used a minute ago because it's got the top spin boost on it. And I'm going to use my Albatross or my Pocket.
Let's go flying way up there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get way the hell up there. Why not? Why not?
I'm going to use my Goliath with 4 backspin, as usual.
Do we want to switch to a different server?
I'm thinking.
We didn't have any luck yesterday on the India server either.
No.
So let me turn the game off and let me fire it back up. Let me change VPN and we'll go to what are we thinking?
I don't know.
Let's go back.
I need like.
Let's go to South Africa. We ended up at South
10 hours
Africa.
ahead of mine.
Let's go South Africa because they're like at 1 o'clock in the morning or something right now. We had a lot of luck yesterday in South Africa, so maybe we should back up. Firing it back up again. All right. Maybe. Playdemic doesn't like South Africa. There we go. I'm sitting at 80. 895. I'll go take a break. Come back in a little bit and the last 5% will load up. Make a note there for 0%. With that kind of wind, that was, leave it a little short. All right, I'm still sitting at 95%.
What?
Yeah.
My bad. And I started after you. You were already in 95%, and I was still switching my VPN.
And I am finally in. Look at that.
Okay, so yeah, I definitely should wait. Let me go.
Yeah, I'm going real slow. Real slow.
Okay, number 4, alright. Number 4 is in the hole. Just mark it down, I don't even want to play. Or just set me out there in front of the bunker, that first bunker on the right.
Yep.
And then give me another Goliath and I'll hit it in.
I'm going to hit it in front of that bunker and it's going to be up there in the fairway and I'm going to take a short iron to the cup. I got the right ball, I got the right clubs. I just need to get my drive right. And I'm coming through the area a little bit to the right and getting caught in that rough right there where that sand trap is. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning, no dots. Still no dots. Still no dots. Still no dots. I still got no freaking dots. I'm not in the queue. I'm in the queue. Look at that. I'm finally in the queue. I don't have, and I got Jackie Chan.
Hi. I still had no dots either. Spinning about 4 seconds after you. It's bullshit.
Be 2 rings off of that transitional surface. It's 2.3. I'm going to push the forward wind back in. Max curl, max overpower. And I hit it 1 ring great to the right. And it'll get caught up right there in the sand in the rough. Well, at least I'm on my streak. I haven't hit anything but rough shots here all week, so. I'm going to get on the green and 1 in my auto account.
Perfect.
Perfect.
0 to the hole. 4 backspin. Probably 75 to 80% Goliath.
I'm going to be in my nirvana. Let's see where I'm at in my club. There's Max. There's Max.
See,
There's
this guy's got master.
I'm in mid club.
And he's playing rookie. How dare he?
How dare he? Okay, I'm in mid club, so it's about 4 per ring. So there's 2. There's 3. I just need to hit it perfect. Hit it one ring great to the left. If I was going to hit it one way or the other, left is not the way I wanted to hit it. Woo! In the hole. And I'm going to tell you, dude, it looked like it was going to stop on the edge. And it did stop, and then it fell in the hole. 2 Albies on great shots. Damn. I am living up to the clan motto. That's the deal. I should get Mike to change I think we can have a clan motto, right? I need to get him to change the clan motto. Can't be good, be lucky. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You can watch my opponent right there with that sniper. That there's a funnel if you're on that hillside dropping down to the cup. But if you try and come at it from the left-hand side, there's no funnel. And it almost always seems like it comes out.
We're talking about out of time. Oh, my God.
Did you time out?
Apparently. So I hit perfect, and then it said time out.
I've had that happen a few times where I hit perfect and it timed out. I don't know how the game can register that you hit a perfect, but yet it still registers that you got a timeout. It's like it should be one or the other, right?
You'd think.
You'd think.
What a crock of shit.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Look at that. Man, I am out there on the thing. I'm not getting any lag or anything, but it's taken forever to load screens up. Are you still out on the course?
Yeah, well, now I have to fucking take my second shot over again.
We'll get in the hole this time.
Maybe, yeah, I do.
And that's the wrong game.
Your opponent tried to come from the left side, which doesn't work.
The wrong game. Everybody's got to have a mindless game that they play other than Playdemic, so Gardenscape is my mindless game that I play. When my dog died,
1-6.
I couldn't concentrate on any games, so I quit playing for a couple weeks because I was totally bummed out and started playing that Gardenscape game. And you can actually get a dog in the Gardenscape game, and my dog's name is Buster. And then when we got another dog, my wife's like, "What should we name him?" I'm like, "Buster sounds good."
Okay, get in. Oh, look at this. It's in. 5-6.
Did you make it in?
Yeah.
So you got your eagle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's good. I mean, at least you didn't drop a shot. Come on.
Well, yeah, but I hit perfect before, and then the timed out after I hit perfect. Apparently, I would have been in for an albatross. But yeah, proves this shot works. I mean, I got this hole more than any other hole. This whole last 3 days, I guess.
Well, I've played that hole. Well, other than the practice round where I was out there trying the max overpower hook shot. And, but actually in the qualifying rounds, I've made that hole 2 out of 3 times, and I've made it both times from the rough. Dang it. There is a funnel there, though. There is. I'm going to have to get some gems in this account. Otherwise, I won't be able to open up chests. You never want to play without an empty slot. That's the rule. I think we're going to have to switch to a different server. South Africa is going slower than hell.
That's how it was last night, though. It was working good.
Okay, what are we on? We're on hole number 5, so it's Century Harbor, hole number 5.
I'm going to try and go to that last crescent fairway all the way to the left. And then do a rough bump down the hill.
Which way's the wind blowing?
Tailwind from the right and left.
think I'm gonna have to switch to a different server. I am really like trying to load screens up. It's like it's taking forever.
All right.
Oh, and this is the one yesterday. I missed the drive so bad I damn near sliced it.
Where do you? Oh, not gonna switch her.
You want to switch? Let's hold on 1 second. I'll start. Hold on, people. Hold on. All right, we switched to Hong Kong, so we're just moving around trying to find one that's not so laggy. I wasn't getting any lag when I was out on the course, but man, just load screens, like it was super slow. This is a little better. All right, we got wind going with us. I'm going to bring a 3 side spin ball just because I think that second shot, and I'm not sure if I'm going to the fairway on the right or if I'm going straight forward.
I'm going for that crescent shape there. It's very far left side of it.
Well, yesterday when we
Just
hit
where the
this,
bunkers are.
we had a tailwind yesterday, and when we came down here, I think our drive shot's landing somewhere in this zone, and we're trying to bridge the gap to get down into this area. Yesterday when we came here, we actually overhit it. That wind, like the wind is like carrying it like 30% far. I mean, we were way out in the rough, but we weren't like on the edge of the rough with the shot. So I mean, like the wind like super carried it. But I may head over to here. I may head over to that fairway that's on the right-hand side, that one that stands alone, and try and get it up.
One?
Yeah. Because there is a nice sniper shot coming. You can still do the rough bump. And if I remember correctly, it's minimum club. And are we doing anything to the cup here? I can't remember if we
Well, I forget where I want to be. I'm going to be plus 20.
You think plus 20? Tommy says it's supposed to be plus 20. Tommy said. But where the hell is he talking about on the course?
He says that?
Well, that's what his website says, but I have no idea where it's at on the course. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Damn, people keep calling me. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All good.
And they had a windstorm over on the Oregon coast last week, and my sister went. We have a house over on the Oregon coast, and my sister went over there, and there's a bunch of shingles torn off the roof, so not good. That would be bad. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning. No dots. I'm not in the pool. Still not in the pool. I'm in the pool. Looking for dunner. Looking for another dunner. And I got Wak Aji. Who is this Wak Aji, and what the hell is he doing joining the channel? Welcome. All right. I've tried to take the shot to the right twice this week, and I screwed it up both times. One time I hit it like 70 rings great, and the other time I forgot to put curl on it.
Not enough curl.
I forgot. I didn't put any curl. Shit, I forgot to put curl on it all completely. What the hell were you thinking? My opponent, let's see what what that looks like. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing on the wind here. Let's see if they can get it out there. And they got it right where they wanted it. Nice shot. Nice shot, man. Nice shot. going to switch to this bag right here.
Fuck's sake. That's...
Really wanted to go through that area. 3.9. It's about 2 rings. I'll put the power back in it. Hitting it perfect. Now let's see if I can get my bounces right. I don't think I am going to. I'm going to end up in the rough. There's bounce number 1. There's bounce number 2. Oh! Still got a great shot from here, but that is not where I wanted to be. Are you doing a? Oh, you're doing a plus 20 to the cup.
That don't matter. I fucked up anyway.
That's all right. I'm in the rough. I'm in the rough, but I'm gonna make this shot. I'm making an Albie right here. That's it. I'm done. I'm picking up my Albie right here, right now, as soon as my opponent gets done dinking around. And they are in the perfect spot. And they're taking it with a thorn. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if they can get in. We can get Albie going. That might be in. That might be. Ooh. They had it all right, but they overpulled it just slightly. 2.8. Now, where am I at in my club? There's max. There's mid. There's 3/4. So I'm still in the 2 per ring range. No, I don't have enough top spin to get me there. It's 3.36 rings. Or it's 3 points divided by 2. It's 1.68 rings. 1.7. And I'm going to have to snap it. Oh, shit. I hit it perfect and I didn't time out. Holy crap, I can't believe I got that shot off in time. Just a bit outside, and I overpulled it with the 20. 15 might have been better there. I'm going to make a note. 15 plus 15.
Yeah.
Arr.
Another save. Fuck me.
Did you have to save yourself again?
Yeah. It's a maximum wedge. But luckily for me, I had an end bringer, so I went in.
It started, I thought for a second it was giving me the graphic that it was going to go in. And it was just, I had the speed right. And my distance is right. I was just slightly off.
I hit my tee shot in the rough, then my rough shot in the rough. Barely in the rough. No, I wasn't barely out of the rough, but it was still at the top of the hill before the green. So I did a plus 40 with my wedge.
I was in 3/4 Nirvana, so I did a 2 per ring with 20%. I made it just a bit off. Dang
I
it.
got set a bag for this hole.
What is this hole? Hole number 6.
I'm going to make this one.
I think I remember this. This was the, I don't think I have any power 5 balls in here. And which way is the wind blowing? So we do have favorable wind. Do I have any power 5 balls at all other than a snow globe? No. And I don't really want to take that with a snow globe. And you can't get over there with power 3 ball. Dang it. And what I'm talking about here on this hole, this is hole number 6. Hole number 6.
With the horizon.
If you have a power 5 ball and you've got any kind of forward moving wind, you can start off over here and do a rough bump and try and bleed forward I tried that shot yesterday and I didn't put quite enough curl on it, and I ended up right in the rough right there. But from right here, I was like mid rough iron, so from right here it would have been short iron. And I was probably like maybe 2/3 long rough iron, so still short iron. That would have been a beautiful shot. Beautiful from there. I suppose I could take it with a snow globe, but I don't like burning those snow globes because of that one hole.
Man, it's only a 9-hole.
In City Park. Yeah, but in City Park, there's a hole that if you don't have snow globes, you're screwed. All right. I'm just going to hit it straight forward. And I'm going to take a Titan, the king of balls.
Yep.
And I'm going to take my big topper bag. What is my big topper accuracy in this? Same as my extra mile. All right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. No dots. Still no dots. I need to start timing this because I got dots. I'm in the pool. Come on, another dunner. Let's go. I was really hoping to pick up that Albie on that last hole. It looked like it was there. I'm still spinning. No opponent. Got dots. Come on.
Okay.
Another dunner. Woo! Finally. Look at that.
I waited for only 3 seconds at a time. And then back down.
And I was doing +0 to the cup. Well, definitely don't hit it to the left. Perfect. El Prefecto. That dog will hunt. I'm sure of it.
Perfect. Minimum horizon. As they would call it, double bump, rough bump. Or second bounce, rough bump, I would say. We'll call it a double bump.
A double bump, rough bump. 3/6. It's 2.1 per ring, so I'm going to do a 2-ring pull, and that's a 10% adjustment. Hit it 1 ring great to the right, which gives me the risk of getting caught up at the very end on the other side. The thing is that you can, right? Ooh, there. Whew. Squeaked by. I tried to give myself enough room for a great to the left or the right on that. Just made it. And Dunner's doing the second bounce rough bump. Right. Tighten it up. Actually, that's not a second bounce rough bump. That's hitting on the fringe. +0. Let's see where I'm at in my club. I have 0 notes for this hole. And it did clip the rough. Oh. And that was at a 0?
+10 at minimum.
I'm at max. Hey. There's 4. Hitting it perfect. I couldn't get the tail right.
Oh.
The ball guy was doing that appear and disappear, and usually that's like a really bad deal. It looked like it was going to come in slow, but it came in. That was right on. I did a 10% against that wind. What happened? I should have pulled it more to the left and put more right-hand side spin on it, but it seems like it's not bouncing out right. Like it's taking an irregular bounce when I do that. So I tried to pull it back a little bit. That spot did not. That spot sucks. In the hole. That was close. If my speed would have been right, that'd have been in the hole. Dang it. Got to pick up some shit here. I need to pick up all of these last holes.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to dig my way out of the bottom. So right now I'm on track for a 20. That's not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. I don't even remember hole number. Oh, this is this hole right here. Oh, yeah. I got to have a kingmaker on this hole. Gots to have a kingmaker. This is the Jamal Dunes hole. Kingmaker, sniper, minimum club. I was doing a plus 10% at minimum club. Using a rock.
Yeah, wherever club.
Rock and a kingmaker. And you can use a katana on this. And you can overshoot the drive with a rock, so I'm going to set up 2 rings off of the transitional surface with my rock because I don't want to overshoot it. Which way's the wind blowing? Due headwind. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning. No dots. No dots. Got dots. I'm in the pool. I'm in the pike. 5 by 5. I don't know if anybody's keeping track, man, but we just got our asses kicked. Tell me what movie that's from. Another dunner. Look at that. 2 in a row. We're on a roll. I have to get the Albie on this hole. This is one of the holes we got to count on. We got to get an Albie on this hole. Come on. I want to be 2 rings off. 3, 5. I'm going to do a full ring adjustment. 3, 5. And I'm going to lean slightly to the right. Just rub the nubs. Hitting it perfect. El perfecto. And that is right where I want to be. 329. That should put me at minimum club and give me a little bit of breathing room. It's not really going to matter with this wind, but if you had a tailwind and you hit it halfway between where I'm at and the sand, you could be where you couldn't work the wind out. See if Dunner can get it done with the rock. Maybe. Perfect. 2 perfects in a row. Let's make this 4 perfect shots here and 2 albies, and we'll call it a day. You're probably gonna be a mid club.
Mid, yeah.
So I should be right at min. So it's 3 point equals divided by 1.3. It's 2.53 rings. .53 rings. And there's 2.5. Off. Oh! There's still a shot though because there is a funnel on this hole, but that ain't good.
Roll too slow.
Oh, oh man. Oh, that is so pitiful right there. Oh my God. That was perfect speed. Perfect speed, bad execution. .3.
Yeah, plus 10 is the same. 2.5.
Are you getting 2.5? Is that what you're saying? Okay, you're at 1.1 per ring. I got it. I'll be real quiet for him. Oh, you did the same shit, but you're actually on the better side. You have a better shot of yours going in than I did on mine because it waggles on that side. That's the side it's waggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Woo! Good job, dude. Good job.
Finally, one.
Yeah, that's the deal. If you hit it great to the left there, it still has a great shot because that's the side where the trough's at. Bummer. I got to pick up a shot here. If I want any shot at all. Any shot. Damn it.
Well,
Damn
there's
it.
2 more in a row here.
Damn it, Jim. I like hole number 9 a lot. Depending on which way the wind's blowing. But I do like my chances on hole number 9. Which way is the wind blowing here? I may actually bring out a snow globe on this hole. I'm going to bring out a snow globe. And I'm doing a 17.5% adjustment. And the deal is you can't get over to the other side without a power 5 ball. Possibly a power 4 if you had the right wind, but you gotta have it. And I'm going to use my APOC because I want raw power. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Spinning. No dots. I got dots. I'm in the pool. I'm in the pool. Another dunner. 3 in a row. Look at that. Look at that. Another dunner goes first. I may actually have to take the wind out. The wind is going to push me too far, maybe. Well, maybe not. That might be just right. And Dunner's trying to hit right up along the edge of this sand trap here so that he can get the eye rough bump coming at it from this direction. And I'm trying to hit it over to this fairway so I get a T rough bump straight at it. Hitting it perfect. And if you're playing in expert especially, you're going to try and get on in one. In masters, they're getting on in one. If they don't get on in one, they're in trouble. Bringing out the snow globe. Okay, there's 4, 5. That's it. Hitting it perfect. Getting the fairway. Oh, I'm lucky I hit that rough. Almost. Now this should be. I can't. I'm not sure if this is. That might be short iron from there. No, it's going to be long iron. And what are my long iron numbers? I'm going to play at 1114 if I'm in mid club. Can't be max. And I absolutely have zero faith in my Grizzly numbers. You're in a really good spot right there with the 2 rings. I like that spot that you're in. It would be bad to hit it to the left, though. I'm doing a 17.5% adjustment from my side. Taken that shot 3 times this week, and I've been working the wind adjustment, and I've been right off.
Oh dear.
Oh my God. That to the left is the worst spot. No, there's no way that's. Oh yeah, dude, I can't believe that got out. Left is usually a death throw there.
I looked up at the clock. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. I still had plenty of time to hit
There's
perfect.
Max. There's man. Man, I'm eking towards them, and I'm going to do 1.1 per ring. Times 6 divided by 1.1. 6.4 rings. There's 6. 4. Oh. Oh. Woo!
Again.
That's 3 Albies on 3 great shots. Oh my gosh. Can't be good, be lucky. In the hole. I will take it. All right. What are we on? Hole number 9. And I don't know that even if a 21, I don't think a 21 is going to put me, shit, I might not be in banner. In my bracket, I'm in 19th place right now. And everybody 18th and higher are at minus 20. So I have no idea what the people at the top are. So, I mean, I'm going to be at 21. I can't believe that there's 18 people at 20.
Yeah.
No, I did come in with a killer tiebreaker. So, I mean, somebody's going to have to shoot a 22 in order to beat me because well, maybe. I don't know where I came into this.
It's Albatross-A-Ball anyway.
Yeah, this is a super. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Excellent. It's favorable. I'm going to bring.
Doesn't even matter.
I'm bringing a. Do I have any kingmakers? I don't have any kingmakers. Can I buy a kingmaker? Do I have enough gems? Shit, I don't even have enough gems to buy a kingmaker. I don't.
You only need a Titan.
Yeah, I only need a Titan. I'll play with the Titan. I'm going to have to do something in this so I can get... Because I just can't hang with not being able to open a chest when I don't have a empty slot. All right. I'm taking that bag with a Titan the king of balls. I'm taking the wind out, I believe. All right. I'm pretty sure I have a hornet in this bag, and you need a hornet. And I should be, man, let me think about this for a second. Damn it. All right. I'm going to bring a hornet. What am I playing my hornet at mid? I'm playing 1.3 at mid. I think it's at mid club. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Now, hold on a second. Let me think. Because the deal is, really, with this wind, you should be hitting it to the right or to the left, because then you got pure tailwind into the cup. But I'm going to hit it. I'm going to continue to hit to the right, but it's going to give me pure side wind into the hole. Hold on. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Go. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. I'm in the queue. I got dots. I have dots. And I got another dunner. Look at that. And this will be the last hole, and I have an appointment I have to go to. If you want to hang on to one of your accounts, I'll be back in about an hour and a half, and we can play another round.
Yeah, you're on my main account still.
Yeah, I still got 77 to go. And I have to get an Albi here. There's no way at the top. I mean, it's got to be minus 20, better than minus 21 at the top. So, unless I can get an Albi, I have 0 chance. But then again, I don't know because I haven't looked. My caddy's kind of hinting that I need to get an Albi, so. Perfect. Where the hell are you hitting?
Over here.
Oh.
It's the crotch of the bushes. The bush hole. And hopefully rough bump from there.
.29. It's 1.5 per ring, so there's 3, and I am going to put the wind back in it. Hit it 1 ring right to the right, and that gives me a risk of getting caught up in the sand trap right there. Whew, and I just barely made it past that rough. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, that should put me. I think that's going to be at minimum club. And I'm going to play my Hornet at 1.0, 1.3, 1.9. Still working the numbers. I do not like the numbers in the book for the Hornet when it gets to level 9. They are not working for me. If anybody from EA Sports is listening, I'll pay $10 to put my Hornet back to level 8.
All right.
Come on.
In style. In style.
That's got to look. Woo! Look at that, bro. That is awesome. Good job. There's Min. There's Max on the mid club. 1.3, 2.2 times 2.2 equals divided by 1.3. 1.9 rings. 1 backspin. .9 rings. Just need to hit it perfect and it goes in the hole. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Oh, fuck. I underpulled it just a little against that side wind. I've been hitting it with pure tailwind, and I was doing a 5, and I upped it to a 10 because it was side wind, and I should have upped it to a 15.
Yeah, see, I played it earlier with my sniper, and plus 10, it was too much. So I just played that one 1-to-1 at max.
All right, I ended up with a 21, and that put me in 7th. Everybody above me had a 22 or higher. Let's see what the top score was. Even if I'd have got the Albie there, let's see if I would have had a shot. I would have won if I'd have got the Albie. Because the top guy came in with a minus 22 qualifier and a minus 22 in the weekend round. And I would have came in with a minus 23 and a minus 22. That would have been a banner right there. No banner for me.
No. Nope. 16th of the 20.
No, I'm in
223s, 222s, 321s, and then I had a shitty tiebreaker, obviously. 18 with an Albatross, but yeah, 18 sucks.
Yeah, 622s up at the top, and the top guy came in with a minus 22 qualifier, so that is now that okay. There's two guys in first, and they both came in with 22 qualifiers. So if I'd have shot the 22, I would have been able to break that tiebreaker. That's too bad. And the deal is I got lucky on the ones I made, but I did miss several shots right there. Right there. Close. That was a good round. That was fun. Just a little shy. So maybe I can reverse it in my 77 account. I came out with a 21, and maybe I can shoot the 23 in the weekend round. Pop it off. All right. That's how it goes. Let's see the person that won. Let's look at their they got sporting some jewelry. They've played in some those are old tournaments. They've been around for a while. That must be a secondary account because that account has been around since the olden days. The old days. Check out their banners. All 3 of the top guys have banners. Or top players, excuse me, ladies. All right, that was the Albatross-A-Ball 9-hole cup final round. That was in my practice account. That was in Dunner's second practice account. Another Dunner. Pretty good rounds. And then we're going to have to step it up when we play Dunner in 77. That's for sure. Yeah. Agreed. All right. Hopefully everybody has a great round. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Say bye, Dunner. Bye, Dunner.
Bye, Dunner. Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Wayne. Thanks for watching.